Alright, hey everybody, it's me, Kimberly23, and today I'm just going to show you guys how I bake my party wings, my wingdings in the oven. So, first I just have like the bag of frozen chicken wings or wingdings, party wings or wing sections, whatever your store calls them. They're just chicken wings. And the first thing I do is put olive oil on them. I use the Great Value extra virgin olive oil from Walmart. So I just like to use put a lot of that on my chicken and get it all over. And obviously make sure your chicken is clean. So, but I've already done that. So, but when you are making chicken, I like to if you have to thaw your chicken out, thaw it out, or if it's not thawed out, then I like to wash mine. So after I put in the olive oil, the next thing I'm going to use is some Lawry's seasoning salt. Put that all over the chicken.
If you're pronouncing that
I know it looks like a lot, but it's, you know, going to be mushed around. So
this is so disturbing to watch. Yes.
Alright, so got the seasoning salt. I'm going to put a little bit more.
Give everyone high blood pressure, you know? Hey, can you press the next song on my phone?
Yeah. Alright, so another seasoning that I like to put on mine is onion powder. So right now I have Great Value onion powder from Walmart as well. It's only like 99 cents or $1. So I put a lot of that. I put a lot of that on my chicken because I love onion powder.
Be quiet. God. You're giving me anxiety with your watch being right there.
I know. Usually I take my watch off, but I didn't think to do it before I started. So now it's too late because my hands are chickeny.
I can take it off.
And I'm not going to touch my... No, because you have to pull it down over my hand.
Oh.
That's disgusting. Alright, so next I like to put black pepper. And I always I'm very funny about using my hands and raw chicken or raw meat of any kind. So I use one hand to touch the raw meat, and my other hand I keep it clean for when I need to pick up the seasonings and everything. So I don't like to touch things after it's been touching raw meat. That's how you can cross-contaminate things and get sick and all of that stuff. We're going to just mush around the pepper.
You have some
Uh-oh. So, next we're going to put in basil. Okay, so next we're going to add basil. This I just picked up from Dollar Tree, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got it from Dollar Tree. And we're just going to add basil to the chicken.
Along with them Cheerios, you know.
Shut up. Alright. And then we're going to just mix it around. Alright, and I'm going to put a little bit more because I love basil. Matter of fact, I'm just going to open up the big part over here.
You need me to open that for you? Oh.
And just pour some in. Oh no.
What?
I forgot to start smoking.
Oh.
Alright, so I'm just going to mix that around some more. And usually I also will add paprika, but unfortunately I ran out of paprika and I forgot to buy some more, so we're just going to leave it at that. And so now I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven, and I'll show you guys how I put it in the oven because I don't use a pan anymore. Sometimes I use those big aluminum pans that you can get for like party size pans or whatever. But if I don't have any of those, most of the time I don't use a pan at all, and I put them straight on the rack in the oven. So I'll show you guys that now. Are you recording? Alright, so now this is what I do. I just make sure I put foil down, and I bend the ends up so that the juice won't drip down into the bottom of the oven, and start smoking up the house, because I found out the hard way that if I forget to do that, it's going to ruin the bottom of the oven.
All around it.
So I'm just folding the corners up. And you should probably do this before you start to preheat the oven, because it's hot. It's hot. So I preheated the oven to 400, and I'm just going to leave the foil here like this. Okay, so the oven I have preheated to 400. So now I'm just going to go ahead and place the chicken on the foil. And give it one more good move around again. And we're just going to place it on the foil. Aaron? Can you get something you're not even... So I like to just kind of roll them around in the seasoning before I place it in. It was like not the chicken and not the oven, just an empty piece of foil that I wasn't even doing anything at. Alright, so now we have all the chicken on the foil, so I'm going to close it up, and I'm going to set my timer for about 45 minutes to an hour. So usually I start at like 45 minutes and then I'll check it, but I usually end up cooking it for a good hour. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it in there, put the timer on 45 minutes, and then I'll check it. And I'll probably keep it going. I'll let you guys know. Alright, be back with you. Okay, so this is how the chicken turned out. I did have it on 45 minutes, but I ended up leaving it in for the full hour. And sometimes I go in and turn it over to cook, but this time I didn't. So it turned out like this. Okay, And also, one thing I suggest, I forgot to do it, but before you put your chicken on, I would suggest spraying your foil with some non-stick cooking spray, because the chicken will stick to the foil. So sometimes it sticks a lot, I guess, depending on how much olive oil you used. But this time it didn't stick too bad, but sometimes it can kind of stick really hard and you lose your chicken when you try to pick it up. So I would just suggest doing a light coat of cooking spray. Alright, I will come back with the end result with the plate up. Okay, so this is the end result for the dinner. I have the chicken here, my potatoes. I have another video that I am uploading. You guys can go check it out on how I make these quick and easy potatoes in the microwave. They're very yummy and they're very fast to make. So if you don't have a lot of time on your hands, you can do that. And then I just paired it off with some salad with a little shredded cheddar on the top and crispy onions. All right, I'm about to eat my food, and I hope you guys have a good night.